If you are anything like me, just thinking, you know what? Thank God graduation season's over and it's June. Yeah, the home here. Welcome to the Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors, this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. Thanks for playing along, and a happy June to you. I don't know. Is it June? There's June gloom. There's whatever. It's fishing season. Who cares? It's fishing season. Now we get to go fishing. So there you go. As hot as blazing, you know what's outside. Yeah, it's bad. It is absolutely bad. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed our episodes last week with John Colazar. Get over to howl.com, of course, HOWL, and fill out the thing, the thing with the deal and the thing. Yeah, that thing about the horses. Do that. Make that happen. I said at the jump here that we needed to be done. Absolutely 100% done with graduation season. And I am very excited to be done with graduation season. We did 3 graduations in 1 week. And I never, ever want to do that again. I have no desire to do that again. I do not want to do that again. I won't do that again. But a big shout out to intern Beans, who is kind of her net. Look at that. Oh, she's gonna be so mad that I shared that. She's not here now. She's going to be absolutely livid that I shared that with you. But that's my little girl right there. It was really cool that as the graduates were going up to the stage, they had this little photo backdrop, and they said, "Turn here, say cheese." And then this nice little picture pops up, and they put that with AI. They had like a bunch of their backgrounds, like being on campus, things like that. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I was very excited that the Beans finally got done with that. Step 1 of 3. She's going to be Dr. Beans, and we'll say, well, yeah, no, not that kind of doctor. No, just a biological doctor, a bio doctor, a bioscience doctor, not a I'm going to fix your little cold. I'm going to fix little Timmy's knee because he scraped it and you took him to the emergency room. Gen X should just run classes for the world. This is how to survive. This is how to not be an absolute schmuck. But let's stay on. This is a program about the outdoors. So let's go to graduation photos. That's why I had that picture of intern Beans. There is a woman that is caused an uproar. I hate that. The internet ablaze today. The internet responding today. The internet. The collective known as the internet. This is McNeese State University's 22-year-old Kat Daly. And these are the pictures that made Kat Daly famous. Kind of a daily name, if you will. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start with let's start with this one here. Yeah, how about this? See? Yeah. 14-foot crocodile that she is taking her pictures with. I mean, you look at it and it's jarring right away. You're like, oh wow, okay. This girl was really into the whole crocodile thing. This was her deal. Okay. So that's how they do that in your family, huh? But good on her, because this is different than the normal BS nonsense, graduation photos. And Beans took pretty graduation photos, and not just the one I showed you. This one NAU took, but they they're boring. Most people's graduation, you're like, ooh, you went to the park, how original. Oh, you went to a cityscape or something. Oh wow, this is rad. This is rad. Good for her. And this is promoting. This is, some people are like, this is cruel to the animal. Cruel to the animal. My man here, Mr. Crocodile, is probably older than all of us and very well fed. How do I know that? She works there. This is where she works. How about this? She's holding its tail. Cruelty. She's promoting getting in water with crocodiles. No, she's not. She's telling you who she is. This is who I am. She works at the Gator County. She runs Gator County, not Gator Country, Gator County. Apparently, it might be Gator Country, but the article has it as Gator County. With her partner Eddie. So her and Eddie, they run this thing. So this is who she is. This is what she does for a living. and she is celebrating that in her pictures. I see absolutely nothing wrong with this. I think she looks fantastic in these pictures. Look at that. The big chomping gator thinks that thing in her hand is a fish. But this is the one. This is the one that got everybody pissed off, and not everybody, but the knuckleheads that actually comment on social media posts. This is the one right here. How could she? She does it every day for a living. $25.95 to get a ticket to get in the door and watch old Katie here go smoochy with a prehistoric beast. Okay. Actually, you're making it fun. Yeah, I hope this is amazing for her business. And I'm gonna say Gator County, Gator Country. The Gator's name is Big Al. That's her giving old Big Al a smooch. That big old beast from the Paleolithic era. But the comments are mixed on it. People, that's good for her, and people just shut up. Who cares? Even if you have something nice to say about it, shut up. Just stop. These were not meant to be for you. Somebody got a hold of them somewhere and not leaked it, but sent it to the press. You should do the story on that. Do a story on it. I tell you what, she's just promoting getting into bodies of water with crocodiles. These are meant for her and her family, dude. That's it. Maybe run a promo on the Gator County website. Our very own Katie is graduated college at McNeese University. And I wouldn't know McNeese University if it weren't for the NCAA tournament. I actually had McNeese winning in the first round. This is the only reason why I know McNeese State University. It's the only reason. Yeah. Won some cash from McNeese. Yeah. But that was her senior photo shoot, and get over it. I hope she becomes the biggest gator farm in the country now. I hope she turns this into some social media stardom. I'm sure she has. You guys, I just do a show on here. I rarely just see what's going on. Maybe I'll get on X and find out, get some headlines, but that's about it. So I haven't even been to the page for Gator County. Whatever, dude. I hope she got 1 million followers out of this, because again, this was meant for her. That's all it was. That's why I don't understand social media sometimes. I just don't. When the girls, Queen Bee and the girls were in Portugal, I still don't understand. I mean, I understand as the young girls. I get that because that's just a thing. It's the way we grew up in. But for like people our age to be like, oh, look where I am today. No one cares. Literally no one cares. And if you say it's because I want my friends and family to keep up, send them a text. Send them a picture on a text. Same thing. No, just say it. Just look, I want attention. Katie wanted attention. Katie got it. Oh, I call her Katie. I'm sorry, her name's Kat. I apologize, Kat. My bad. My bad on that one. Yeah, but Kat Daly. It's a cool name. Kat Daly. Sounds like she's like some private investigator. Private investigations. Kat Daly. Yeah. I don't encourage it. I wouldn't go anywhere near a crocodile unless it had a bullet wound or a arrow in it. That's the only time I would go near a crocodile, and it is assuming room temperature as we speak. Then I'm going to go, and then I'm going to make some boots. Period. It's the only time you're going to find me around a crocodile and alligator. Seriously. You know how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? When you see it later, when you see it after a while. That's how you know. I got the dad jokes. But anyway, good for her. Good job, Kat. And again, so sorry that I butchered your name in this. It was definitely not my intentions. I apologize. I'm that guy right now. Speaking of being that guy, you might have caught wind of this. If you didn't, it's an interesting story. There was I believe a Washington man or Oregonian. I don't know. He's from one of those slappy states that decided to go to Hawaii. Okay. Comb the beach. Long sunset walks on the beach. Yeah. That kind of vibe, right? He also decided to take and now we're going all glitchy again. I don't know why we go glitchy like this. I have no idea. I'm going to pause this. We're going to check this out. Hang tight, guys. Stay right there. Okay, are we back? Maybe, kind of. Okay. All right, that seems fine. Okay. Okay. I'll try that, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, now I got to edit all that out. Awesome, dude. Okay, I guess it didn't even pause. Okay, well, I guess we had a little bit of glitch there. I do apologize. Yeah, so let's get back into a man combing the beach, enjoying a nice Sunday stroll on a Hawaiian beach. And so tourist decided to say, "Hey, look, there's a seal out there. Oh, cool! I haven't seen a seal before. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should go say hi. Maybe try to pet it." By the way, seals don't have slippery skin. By the way, slippery. It's not like it looks like that. If you take your hand on a seal and push it up, it's hair, just like a dog. No lie. Anyway, so there's a seal out there enjoying, the ocean, being, a seal. And Big Man thought, well, nah, I don't want to go out there. The water seems a little cold. Don't want to get wet. Don't want to get all sandy. Got to go back to the hotel. Oh, look, a giant lava rock. I should throw it at him. This is the dude right here. This is the guy. This is yeah, whoa, shoot. Sorry about that. Let's try that one more time. There we go. This is the dude. Looks like the type of a guy that would throw a rock at a seal. His name, and it is a bleeping eye chart, dude. I can't even, you guys. It's Igor is his name, Igor. So in import, Igor Mikhailovich Litvinichuk. Igor Mikhailovich Litvinichuk. Not kidding. That's the guy's name. Okay. So he decides that he is going to chuck this rock at the seal. Now we have photographic evidence. Okay, here's the photographic evidence. That's him taking a big old lava rock and just chucking it right there, right at the sea. You see the seal right there? See him? Yeah. This is what it looks like on impact right here. It freaks out. I don't know if it hits the thing in the head, but it comes pretty damn close. So here's what goes down. Now, this is where it gets kind of weird or crazy. I mean, that's crazy enough as it is. But here's where it goes absolutely loco. Is the natives start losing their mind. Everybody starts freaking out about this and yelling at the guy. Obviously, they're filming him because if somebody's filming a dude just walking on the beach, maybe they're trying to film the seal. That's probably the thing. They did not expect some dude to pick up a rock and chuck it. This SOB, this piece of garbage, turns around when people start yelling at him, and he is saying these words. I don't care. Go ahead and fine me. I'm rich. I can afford the fine. Again, go ahead and fine me. I don't care. What are you going to do? Give me a fine? Yeah, shut up. I threw a rock at the seal. Who cares? Here we get to the part of the story that I can't stand. And then part of the story is good. But here's the part of the story I can't stand. This type of seal is endangered. Okay? That's not the part of the story I can't stand. They named it. The locals named the seal. So it should have been called Alex. It's not called Alex. Why Alex? Because I used to think that the Go-Go song, Our Lips Are Sealed, was Alex the Seal. I thought a song about Alex the Seal. Alex the Seal. I'll be singing that all day. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, shout out to the Go-Go's. By the way, Go-Go's used to be like a hardcore punk band, like screaming, yeah, all that stuff. And then they're like, you can't sell a lot of albums like that. So they became all vacation's all I ever wanted. What? Belinda Carlisle got me through some formative years of my life. Shout out to Belinda Carlisle. Yeah. That and Susanna Hoffs from the Bengals. I'll just say it. Whew. Walk like, yeah. In your room. Get me started. She's all over the gram. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to Queen Bee's going to kill me on that. I love you, Queen. My Queen Bee. Yeah. Anyway, so there's several parts of the show I will be editing out. That's one of them. So let's get back to it here. They named this damn thing Lana or something like that. And then it's just, oh my gosh, he tried to hit Lana. Dang it. See, now it's a big thing. Would it have been a big deal had it not been a Hawaiian monk seal that had been named and as they say, a beloved Hawaiian monk seal, a beloved, because they named it. That's it. It's just because they named it. I'm looking for the name here. I mean, I want to say something like that. Something like Lana. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, Wide Open Spaces used to be a really good source of outdoor news, but it's absolutely terrible now. It's not even readable. Like I had to go find these pictures from the end. They didn't even have pictures of the dude. But anyway, it's like Cecil the lion. Like, oh, it's beloved. No, they don't. They do not love lions where Cecil was taken. They do not. Maybe the park rangers or something named it Cecil, but there are kids waiting for buses to go to school to get snatched up by lions. And people hate lions. They celebrate when a lion dies. But they named it Cecil, so everybody gets to clutch their pearls and, oh, Cecil. You didn't know anything about Cecil before Cecil hit headlines, period. Same with this, okay? So anyway, don't throw rocks in endangered. Don't throw rocks at any animals, you knuckleheads. But this got big because of that. Right away. Right away, because it was a beloved monk seal, Hawaiian monk seal. Don't worry, of course, justice always is served. Oh, there we go. I apologize. Here, let's see, justice being served what it is. There we are. There's our boy Igor. Igor's getting taken away in cuffs because they ain't playing. And good for them. Good for the Popo for actually taking this dude out. Absolutely love it. Great job. It's exactly what they should have done, and it's what they did. Because this little arrogant SOB should be taken out. Now, was he under the influence of alcohol? You know, what was really the deal there? What was the deal? Still not excuse. Is he just that big of a you know what? Yeah, he is. Well, let's go ahead and round out the story here because it's important. He was arrested. They're going to quite literally throw the book at this guy. What happened was they followed him. They mean the locals followed Igor. They followed him to his hotel. When he got out of his car and started getting to the gate of his hotel, he had his assets beat down. He got a wholesale ass whooping, and people filmed it. I'm not allowed to show it. Might be sensitive to people. Just a beat down. Just landing haymakers, right? Just crushing my man. He absolutely got smashed. And I absolutely love that. And he should have. And this is where I am kind of okay with soft on crime. Because just walking up to a man you don't know and accosting them and beating them to a pulp is it's not okay. Can't do that. But I think that it's in this case, leniency is fantastic. Just beat the guy to a pulp. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah. It's kind of like American flag burning. Yeah. The fine for American flags for the American flag burning is fine. The Supreme Court said that that burning the American flag is a right that is protected by the First Amendment, the United States Constitution. I think it should be a $10 fine for beating up somebody that's doing it. I'd hand the cop a 20 and just say, dude, I'm going to do this twice. I'll wait till he wakes up and do it again. And why don't we make American flags out of flame resistant material? Just throwing it out there. Anyway, not only did the guy that beat the dude to a pulp not get arrested, he didn't get arrested. He's actually getting an accommodation from the state. Here is the state senator, whatever the hell his name is. He is basically giving the kid that beat this guy up the key to the city. He played the video in the Senate chambers. He played the video, and the video of the guy getting beat up. And he said this should be shown on every flight coming to the state of Hawaii. Elitist and kind of whatever, but I mean, okay, I get your point, dude. Yeah. Like, don't come over here and act a fool. Don't be an idiot. The guy is literally getting, the guy that beat the guy up is getting an accommodation from the state. Good job, Hawaii. I'm down with that. Okay. So Hawaii is showing how we should, in this case, is not poaching, but Hawaii is showing us how we should take care of poachers. There should be public shaming. Maybe one of the draws. Maybe you could put in for that in the draw. You put in for elk. You put in for deer. You had to put in for beating the pulp out of a poacher. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And now that, they're gonna like tie the guy up and let you beat him up. I mean, just if you find the guy that was poaching, the stupid mangy poacher, and you beat the living daylights out of him, okay, I have my tag. There you are. Get out of jail free pass. How about that? You don't get arrested. You just hand him your tag. No, I have a tag for that, sir. This is a poacher. I have a tag for that. I'm liking where we're going with this. I'm going to talk to Game and Fish about this. Again, I'm so tired of the leniency of this whole thing of poaching. I'm so tired of the lean punishments. I'm so tired of people getting away with it. And again, it's not your Arizona Game and Fish Department's fault that they're getting away with it. No. And they have to, the judicial system has to do what the judicial system is allowed to do. But that needs to change. And then Game and Fish Department doesn't have like cops all running around. They have unit managers, and that's really it. But it's not like it's not like Phoenix Police Department where you just call and they're here. So if you're not going to change that, I'd like to put in for a tag, $13 a piece, just like we do normal stuff. And then guess what happens? If I get drawn, I get to find out who's been poaching, and I get to go beat the living tar out of them at a Denny's if I want to. And I'm going to hand the cop my tag. And I'm going to drive my happy ass home. Yeah. And if the tag's expensive, that's okay. I'm sure I could charge admission. I know I'm sure as hell going to get a lot of pull and some social media love. Hell yeah. My buddies be decided this. You want to tap us in, Mike? No, you don't have a tag. So I'm just boom, 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 boom. I am not condoning violence against poachers, but I am. I'm not kidding. You shouldn't do that, but you should. Excuse me, but you should. Again, do not go beat up poachers. You should. Excuse me. It's allergies. Allergy season. What is with that, by the way? And I don't have another show where I can just talk about random stuff like this. So I'm going to talk about random stuff a little bit on this show as well. So what is with that? What is the one response? And you're only going to say it in your mind because it's universal, but it's annoying. It's just really started to get on my nerves. If somebody tells somebody else that their kid is sick, like my kid's home with the flu or something like that, or if you say that you're a little verklempt in your kalipnigazoink and you got a little gespilkus here in your throat, what do they say? What is the number one response? Survey said, oh, it's going around. Huh? What's going around? Oh, it's a lot of people are sick. Really? How do you know? I just don't. But it's a knee jerk. I'm not bashing the people that do it. It's just something that has just bled into our society, where when we hear that somebody's sick, we immediately say, "Well, it's going around." We have no evidence of that. We have no evidence of that. Flu season. I mean, when was the last time we talked about flu season? I'm going to say this right now because it's on my mind, and I'm going to go with this because I'm really. It should be in other news kind of thing, but I want to talk about this right now. This is important because we're outdoorsmen and women, and I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. It is not a coincidence that it's not a coincidence at all that Pfizer is now done with their trials. I can get into the details of their trials. For a Lyme disease vaccine. They claim right now 75-ish% efficacy. Now, I'm not getting into politics here. I'm not getting into our outdoor world because Lyme disease is a big part of our outdoor world. I know somebody who was infected by Lyme disease, and it's a terrible, 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 terrible thing. Why in some parts of the country is there a 25% increase in tick populations randomly in a year? We're going to blame that on climate change? Well, why would there be a 25% uptick in population of ticks? Uptick. See what I did there? I didn't even catch that one. My puns are intended. And population of ticks. And then magically, Pfizer has this vaccine that's already done with its trials. By the way, the placebo group and the regular was so small that 75% efficacy wasn't really a problem. Getting to that 75%. Because in our outdoor world, this is a big deal. But why? Why all of a sudden? Why do some ticks carry a bug in them that makes you allergic to eating red meat? You can only eat lab-grown meat after that. Because if you get this syndrome or whatever it is from a tick, makes you allergic to red meat. You break out, you sweat, you basically have the flu every time you eat red meat. Again, I don't believe in, I do believe in coincidences. I've just never seen one. And magically, the funding for this vaccine is coming from the Gates Foundation. Bill also owns Impossible Meat. I think it's the one he owns. Yes. So do everything in your power not to get a tick on you. Do not get bit by a tick. You might develop a tick. Every time you eat red meat. I don't know, and I mean this so sincerely. I don't think I want to live a life without red meat. I don't think I want to. You sure as hell will never find me eating fake meat. And there's also a thing that comes along there. This fits in the outdoor world, guys. We're talking about ticks. There's also something else out there that old Bill Gates has developed in his fake meat plants, his Dr. Frankenstein labs. You ready for this? Meat that keeps generating itself. It doesn't stop. Just keeps growing and growing and growing and having the parts cut off for consumption, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. There's another organism that does that same thing. It's called cancer. But now, an organism like that, cancer, is heading to your plate. I can't. I just again. There's a 25% uptick in tick populations in parts of the country, and it just happens to coincide with a developed vaccine for Lyme disease, not for the disease that makes you allergic to red meat. It's really is. I know. Let's have some fun on Wednesday, shall we? We did Cocaine Bear back in the day. How about Cocaine Shark? That's right. It's coming up on Wednesday right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world.